everybody. Welcome into the Dane Wayne Show, episode number
4. Nice.
Today.
Episode number 4.
Yeah.
How you feeling today, Wayne? I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling really good.
Yeah.
Episode number 4.
Can't believe we made it this far.
I know, it feels
we
like
laughed out of the city.
No, we have not been laughed out of the city. We've been getting positive feedback, and yeah, episode number 4. We're gonna keep moving forward, trying to be positive, trying to put that knowledge, sports knowledge, out into the universe.
Yeah.
You know,
Have some fun with it.
Have some fun with it is what we're trying to do.
Not too much knowledge.
No, just a small amount.
A little bit of knowledge, a lot of bit of fun. That's what we're trying to do, right?
I agree. But starting off this week, what topics are we bringing to the table this week for all the audience out
Obviously, we had the opening weekend for the NFL. We got to talk about that. We got to talk about everything around the league, the Birds, obviously.
Birds, big win.
Yeah,
big win.
We're gonna get into some Phils talk. Obviously, we're going to preview the Birds game coming up and some of the what's coming up this weekend from the NFL perspective. Then talk about the Phils. Do some other fun stuff. We got a new segment planned for you, so should be a good time.
Should be an excellent time. So where do you think we should start off this week? What do you want to lead in with? How do you feel?
Oh man,
because
Birds Friday night
Mm-hmm.
was so there's that meme out there that you're excited. It's a timeline of, oh man, I'm excited to watch the Eagles. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Oh good, they won. It was bad. I mean, it was bad in the middle. I turned to my wife and I'm like, I'm not having any fun. This is no fun watching this.
Not at the start. The start. If you could grade the start of the Eagles game, it was, what do you say, a C minus?
At least.
Okay. Okay.
The whole first half was horrible.
All right. Bad turnovers.
Yeah.
Let me see. The running game was, well, can we talk about the field? Do we talk about the field?
The field, yeah.
Or
I don't want to make excuses or anything.
Okay.
But, I mean, what's the NFL doing with having such a loose field? I mean, it was terrible for the Super Bowl 2 years ago. That's the word.
I got some flashbacks when they started slipping, and I didn't want to have the flashbacks because I'm like, it's the opening game. They should be, their footing should work on a field.
Yeah.
But
I know it's a soccer field, so it's going to be a little bit more loose. It's not meant for all that cutting and whatnot with the spikes that they have, and for 300-pound linemen on it either.
No, absolutely. That's what I was hearing.
So
it's an excuse. They were both playing on it. It was terrible, but the Eagles found a way, I think, to come out on top with key plays and key situations. Is there anybody in the game that, I want to say Saquon had a monster game, which everybody knows Saquon had a monster game.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
especially Joe Shane, he definitely knows. And John Mara.
Is that Giants ownership?
Giants GM and
Oh.
owner, yeah. No, we're not going to take any more shots of the Giants.
Not right away.
Not
right away.
But they have a chance to come back this weekend. They're playing the Commanders, so they have
that should be a divisional
that'll
game.
Be interesting. It's definitely a divisional game. We'll see if it's any good.
So
it's going to be pretty bad. The funny part, I think you sent me this meme earlier about the Giants and the Panthers playing in Germany later this year.
Oh, that is. I think it's November. No, it's October 1st.
Yeah, I don't know. But
I don't know what day it is, but whoever got that game, Carolina Giants, man,
no, it's in Munich.
It's in Germany.
Yeah,
they're
playing.
So they have to fly overseas to play that. Yikes!
People are paying to watch that game. And
I mean,
it's like if they sent their worst. I mean, could you imagine the Bundesliga or Premier League sending their worst teams over to the U.S.
to come play?
I
mean, that would be. I don't think anybody would pay for that. Nobody would pay for that.
No,
but
that wouldn't be filling the link. I mean, there'd be like 20,000 people, maybe 10. I don't know, but
I agree.
Yeah, it's pretty bad showing from the NFL to send those two teams. I mean, what did you think? Did you really think that they were going to be good teams this year? I don't know.
No, they put it on a schedule. Somebody gave them a bag and we're like, "Here, can you bring these two teams? And here's $250,000." And we call it a day, or more than $250,000.
I don't know.
Probably way more than that, being that it's the NFL.
You'll never know.
No,
they don't have to open their books.
No, they don't. And But to me, I would say if we transition back to the
Oh,
Birds.
yeah. Let's get back to the Birds.
Yeah, let's get back to the Birds. Birds had a solid win. Hurts did not play well. And we all know that Hurts didn't play well. To me, moving forward, Hurts can't be this turnover machine.
Of course.
We want somewhere in between 2022 Jalen Hurts and not turn the ball over 15 times Jalen Hurts. If I can get that Jalen Hurts every game, then we're in business.
Yeah. I mean, they made a lot of it in the training camp. They made a big deal about him.
Zero interceptions.
Or he had,
we
had
talking
one
about
on
practice.
the last day.
We're talking about
of practice to Slay. And then he goes out and throws 2 in his first game. And you're just like, are these beat writers gaslighting us or telling us how great he was in training camp? Or is it just, when the lights turn on and, you're going against a different defense, things are different.
Things change.
What did we say last week or the week before? I don't remember, but we talked about how Jalen didn't want to throw in the middle of the field.
We did.
He
definitely did.
You look at the chart or the receiver charts, and everything's outside the numbers.
Yeah.
But then the first pass that
was
got picked
right
off,
up the middle.
right up
of
the middle.
field.
He just tried to take a chance.
He was trying to take a chance.
And,
he was trying to take a chance, and he lost.
Right.
But the other turnover by the center that I'm not gonna say that was his fault. That was just I guess getting used, not making an excuse, but getting used to your your new center.
He's had Kelsey for 4 years now.
True.
Or 3. I don't. Yeah, and then moving on to Cam,
it's a little bit different. And then the third one, I'm hearing that AJ slipped, which if you look at the film, AJ did slip, and Hurts just kind of threw the ball.
Business throwing that
don't
ball.
throw the ball across the middle of the field.
No.
Don't throw the ball across the middle of the field. I don't care if you got Brett Favre's arm, Peyton Manning rookie arm. Just don't throw the ball in the middle of the field, man. Yeah. You know better than that. Yeah. The secondary on our defense. How did you feel about them switching sides?
It was rough. I mean, nobody was covering Jalen Reed. I was texting friends. I was like, just cover Jalen Reed, and he was running all over them. And CJGJ whiffed on that tackle. I get it; it's hard. He's coming straight at you, but he took a bad angle and
he took a terrible angle to get to the guy.
But yeah, I mean, they were fine. Quinion Mitchell looked pretty good. He was locking the guys down. He had an attitude. I like that. I like that he's talking.
Zach Bond played out of his mind.
Yeah,
Zach Bond played out of his mind.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has another Ray Lewis reincarnation, or that's probably the wrong word that I'm using.
Whoa.
That's why I saw that, and I'm like, somebody was like, yeah, Zach Bond looks like Ray Lewis, and I'm like, yo,
somebody actually said that?
So it was a meme, and I wanted to send it to you. I was like, all right, this is insane. Calm down. He had one really, really, really good game, which he looked really good. He was sideline to sideline. Has
he been playing out of position his whole career? I mean, he was a down lineman or a D end or edge.
True.
Is what they called him when he was playing for New Orleans, and now he came here as an off-ball linebacker, and he looked great.
No.
I mean, maybe he'll regress to the mean. I'm sure he'll be back to probably being a regular player.
I think what it was is Eagles the Eagles Nation has not seen a linebacker hit people from sideline to sideline in probably 5, 6, 7 years. So the first time you see it, you're like, "Oh my God, this is amazing!" I mean, what was the guy who used to get all the tackles? Alex Singleton used to get tackle after tackle. Or
I was always a big fan of Stu Bradley back in the day.
Okay, Stu Bradley used to get a whole bunch of love, and you're like, "All right,
yeah."
So
Eagles, they really haven't had a good one in a while.
No,
and I'm not ready to crown him as a great either. I mean, he had a great game, 15 tackles, 2 sacks.
Nakobe Dean looked half decent.
When he's running downhill, he's good.
Okay.
Like when he identifies a target and can hit him, he blew up a couple plays in the backfield. That was good. But anytime he's in coverage or he's got to read something that's happening around him or behind, he's a little bit lost there.
No, I agree. So we covered the offense, we covered the defense. What do you think going into Monday night? What are you feeling? I'm
feeling good. I mean, I watched the Falcons game. They didn't look great. Cousins was throwing the ball away. But it's week 1. You never really know.
You don't really know from week 1.
He might come back. I mean, even though his throwing primetime games, Cousins is pretty
His
terrible.
record in
usually.
primetime games is not good.
We were just talking about the.
I think the Eagles played
Week 2
them
game
last year, and I think they had an interception or two against them.
Yeah.
So the Eagles are familiar with Kirk Cousins, and the Falcons are probably going to be wanting to show up better than they did last week because that Pittsburgh-Atlanta game was.
It was horrible.
It was
Trying to get through that game, I was like,
You're like,
I want to change the channel. Or
no, you just put it on Red Zone.
yeah,
We're not plugging
I did.
Red Zone.
I think I posted this on our account, but I had the 4 boxes going. I had the 4 screens.
Yeah.
With Red Zone, and then I had the Atlanta Pittsburgh game, and then I was switching back between the Bills and Cardinals and Cincinnati and New England. So yeah, I was able to pay attention a little bit to everything, but
that game was a
game
snooze
was
fest.
bad.
It was all defense,
Yeah.
but like you said, it's week 1.
Right.
Teams are knocking the rust off and getting into a motion of what they really want to do and what they want to execute.
Yeah.
So we're all excited for the upcoming week. Something else that we wanted to touch on this week. Let's see, Giants uniforms. How do you feel about those? How do you feel? Is it okay? Can I say that?
I loved all the comparisons to the Canadians.
The Canadian
jerseys or shirts or sweaters they call them in hockey. Yeah, it was. They were atrocious.
2 thumbs down. 2 thumbs down. All right.
I sent you that picture of the punter. He had his shirt untucked.
And it looks like he has no pants on.
Yeah, he had
Oh
his
my
socks up
God.
to above his knee, so it looks like he had no pants because the pants just blended in.
No,
with his
it did.
skin
It
tone.
did. When I first saw it on the screen, and you were like, "What?"
Yeah.
And even when you saw it, they first put it out, and I get it. They're out of the respect for the 100th anniversary. I don't understand all of that, but
Yeah.
that's heavy.
Hey,
that's heavily
everybody
bad.
had their fun with the Eagles back in 07 when they wore those
That-
blue and
It
yellow
was,
ones.
It was the city flag
Oh,
colors,
I
like
know.
like the city connect that the,
Right,
that the
and
Phillies got. But
sure.
it was way uglier.
Absolutely.
It was way uglier.
Like, I know you want to try to do something for the city or you want to do your 100th anniversary, but I mean,
Just leave it where it was. And
I don't know.
the Giants, hopefully they bounce back. We want a competitive division.
Yeah,
So
we don't want them getting a number 1 pick. that's
No,
for sure.
no.
Like
definitely
you want
not.
the Giants and the Commanders to win just enough games where they
They're-
get,
they're
maybe
in this
late
weird
single
place.
digits, early double digits in the draft. So, and they've been doing that lately. They've been
winning just enough.
winning just enough to
To-
maybe get like the 6th pick or the 8th pick or whatever. So they haven't been able to get their quarterback, so they are stuck with Daniel Jones. And
I would like
didn't
them to
work
keep
out.
doing that. I would like them to keep doing that.
yeah,
Who else? Who else
I don't
this
know.
week?
I
Niners and Cowboys had solid weeks.
yeah,
Week
they
1.
did. They did.
Okay, we got it. We got it.
Unfortunately, we got to acknowledge that they had good weeks. I think the Browns played horribly.
Ooh.
I mean, Deshaun Watson looked terrible. Their defense, they were the number 1 ranked defense last year with Myles
No.
Garrett and Denzel Ward, and they looked terrible.
That-
I mean,
that
Dak
quarterback
was carving them
plays-
up. Yeah, and
You texted me that. You're
Yeah.
like, why does Dak look like unbelievable?
yeah.
And I'm thinking, the Browns got a defense, don't they? But no, it didn't show up. It didn't show up.
No,
not on week 1.
But then your offense wasn't
Like-
maintaining possession at all. So the defense was on the field all the time. Give the flowers to the Cowboys when they play well. It's nice.
We still
for
want them to lose, though. We want them to lose
Sure.
2 times a week, Mondays, Sundays, Saturdays, any day of the week that
course.
football's played. We
Yeah.
want both those teams to lose.
Dak signed his extension.
$240 million.
Yeah, CD got his deal a few weeks ago. I mean, they've got two guys are tying up like $90-something million on their. I mean,
Jerry's about
Okay.
to start singing "We Them Boys."
I just don't see them being able to sign Micah at this point. But
Michael
who
wants to
knows?
come to
I
Philadelphia.
know he does. He keeps talking
might
about the
not
Eagles.
though. He'll go to San Fran on purpose.
Gosh, yeah, something like that.
He'll go
But-
to San Fran on purpose, but we don't care.
Yeah.
We're worried about what's in the nest right now. We're not
Right,
worried about
yeah.
nobody else.
Yeah. No, I think that's like I said, we have to give them props when they
True.
do well. Niners played pretty well. Made Rodgers look bad and
Aaron Rodgers didn't blow out his Achilles
didn't
again.
do on it.
That's-
Yeah, we
that-
had the under on that.
I
but,
did too.
Yeah.
I took the over on that. Now I'm not wishing injuries on nobody, but I'm like, hey man, he been playing for a minute, and
Yeah.
he's not on that TB12 diet.
No,
So
he's not.
But
he's on some other crazy diet.
he's on the hide in a cave and turn the lights out diet.
And
but
once a week talk to Pat McAfee. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Did you watch the Tom Brady? Yeah, we watched the Cowboys game.
We did watch the
What did you think
Cowboys.
of Tom Brady?
Tom Brady to me was okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like he got roasted, and it's his first time doing it.
Second time being roasted. Yeah.
We're not going to talk about the original roast. The original roast will get us all in trouble. But anyway, let me think. Yeah, no, Tom did was average. And it was his first time doing live TV, commentating on a football game.
I'm sure he did a couple games leading up to the. I think I saw that a couple times. Him and Kevin Burkhardt were at a couple of the preseason games trying to
run actual real reps of what's about to happen.
Going I got you. Whatnot. But yeah, when the lights come on, it's a little different.
True. Like the red light's on right now, and I'm nervous.
Exactly. Hey, we haven't been saying so I'm counting that as a win. We've been not saying
Oh my
we're
goodness.
good. We haven't said edit that out. Shout out Halil for that comment on the YouTube. No.
Subscribe, comment. Tell us what you don't like, man. Do you like the jersey? Do you like Wayne's T-shirt?
Yeah, exactly. No, we're gonna do an unboxing later, so
that's
you're
true.
gonna get.
That's
to
coming
see,
up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
no spoilers.
Transitioning
no
way
spoilers
too fast.
here.
I'm transitioning way too fast.
Oh my gosh. No, there's a lot of dead air with him. He was like starting thoughts and not finishing them.
True.
And he was saying a lot of open-ended stuff. He was just like not finishing his thought. And Burkhardt didn't really know what to do with it. And There's one time he was talking over a play and something big happened, and Burkhardt, you could tell, was probably like wanting to jump in and say something. But Tom's still talking about the last play.
Yeah.
It reminded me of what Madden was that, where Charles Davis was the commentator on Madden.
Okay.
And he would just
you would get
he would keep going.
And you're like, wait a minute. That happened 2 plays ago. Hold on, man. Hold on.
He's still talking.
Nah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. But not great debut for TB12.
What game is he doing this week? Do we know? Do we care? We're not going to watch Tom Brady this week?
No, I didn't look that up. I should have.
I
should have looked it up. I think Fox only has the single this week.
Okay.
Which means they only have 1 o'clock games or the local games. So I'm not sure who he's got, but yeah, I'm sure he'll get better. He just didn't come out like Romo did and start telegraphing plays or anything like that. So he didn't.
We'll see. We're looking forward to our good football season. Hopefully he gets better, and we'll see from there.
Yeah.
What else was on the table for this week?
Yeah, I mean the Birds. We talked a little bit about the Birds game. I think that it's a decent matchup for them with the Falcons, especially coming home. And the link's going to be crazy. It's going to be loud. People are going to be tailgating from 8 a.m. For that game.
Yeah, you're right.
It's going to be nuts.
It's a Monday night game, but they start partying at like 2 a.m. the next morning in Philadelphia. And I know it's Monday. Everybody got work, but
no, they take off work.
They don't.
Yeah.
It'll be like, yeah, I'm not coming in. What's wrong?
I saw the people lining up for the Chiefs game. Like, that's a big thing to line up and wait for the lots to open.
Okay.
But it was like noon or 1 o'clock or something.
Nah,
like that.
they start showing up way before that.
In Philly, they're at 8 a.m., 4 a.m. I mean,
3 a.m.
for one of the
Parked
big
in the
games
Wawa.
Yeah, exactly. They're lining up super early. It's still dark out, and they're lining up for these to get into the lots.
It's gonna be bananas.
Yeah,
it's gonna be nutty
good.
on Monday Night Football.
So yeah, I just hate waiting for Monday night, especially after Friday. You got a Friday game. You have to wait all the way through the weekend until Monday night for the game. I mean, I never liked that.
Nah, because you want that. Either you want the Sunday 4 o'clock game. You can deal with a Sunday night game, but the Monday night game, I feel like you either get to watch all the games and you know what you need to do, or you get to Monday and you're just like, all right, there's so much excitement, so much like, oh my God, let's get this, let's get this win right now.
Once you get through Sunday and you get to Monday, then it's fun because you get to look forward to that. Your usual Monday you never really have a great Monday.
I mean, I have a great Monday.
All right, Dane, you're not like all of the rest of us.
I'm lying.
You're just too cheery for everybody.
I'm lying.
No, I mean, when you're going through those Mondays, as they said in Office
I'll send you a positive. I'll send you some positive on a Monday. Like, yo, shut up, Dane. It's Monday.
Oh gosh. But yeah, then you get excited and you're looking forward to
Absolutely.
the game that night.
So do we see a win on Monday? Do we see a letdown on
definitely
Monday?
Definitely seeing a win.
Do we see turnover Jalen on Monday?
Probably.
Oh, all right.
Probably.
I don't like that.
Unless he just goes all the way, like he swings the other way.
He goes to 22.
Super conservative. Well, no, I'm
No.
saying he's super conservative. Doesn't want to take any chances and starts getting sacked or starting like does that roll out to the right and throws it away like every time.
I'd throw the TV, man. I'd throw the TV. I don't want to do that. Don't do that, Jalen. Don't do that.
Oh, we didn't talk about the running game with Jalen. That was atrocious.
He looked. Oh my God, his running. I feel like he's at the point where he wants to be an actual passer. Like he'll run to get himself out of trouble, but he's not looking to be like, yo, let me get down and run. And I feel like towards the second half of that game, what did he have? Like two?
He had some good
or
scrambles.
3 solid scrambles where he needed to get to where he needed to get.
But the scrambles aren't really what I'm talking about. It's the designed
run.
Either the read option. They don't do a ton of RPOs anymore.
No.
Because the guys couldn't stay on. Like the offensive lineman always ended up downfield because Jalen didn't make the decision fast enough or whatever. And they were starting to key on that. The refs were starting to key on that, so they stopped doing as many RPOs. But the read options, I mean, the defense has seen that too much now.
That's true.
I mean, they have that linebacker sitting behind the edge, just waiting, because you read the edge, you either keep it or you give it, and then, the linebacker then goes for the other one. And so you've got him accounted for now.
True.
And so you can't just do that simple read option stuff anymore and make it as effective as they used to.
Well, I feel like and I heard this from a lot of Eagles fans, just some basic motion opened up the offense because it opened up Saquon's touchdown.
Yeah.
It opened up Brown's touchdown.
Yeah.
It opened up Devontae to get open for a couple key third down conversions.
He had a great rating.
Yeah.
Both against the blitz. You sent me that stat.
Yep.
Against the blitz, he was the highest rated quarterback all weekend.
No, exactly.
And then with motion, he had 2 touchdowns. I think he threw 75% completion percentage. It's like last year you didn't realize you could actually do motion. Like, wait a second, you're allowed
somebody can move from left to right.
Somebody's allowed to go on motion before the snap?
And there's a purpose for it. There's a purpose because it offsets the defense and you can get open.
You get better matchups.
But,
they had a great time with their motions with against the blitz. So you're happy to see that. That's great. If you can continue that, that's the Kellen Moore effect.
Absolutely.
Last year they were atrocious against the blitz.
They were stagnant.
Like he didn't have any hot routes or anything to go to quickly.
We were calling the plays. Here comes the inside zone.
Yes.
Here comes the screen, the wide receiver screen that you want to break the break the TV.
And who knows? I mean, once they get film on this stuff, maybe they'll catch up as well, and it'll happen again. But
for right now,
we're happy.
We're happy. We're thinking positive. Go Birds!
Go Birds!
Big game Monday night, and hope everybody be safe and enjoy, man.
Absolutely.
What's on the table next?
Talk about the Phils.
We can definitely talk about the Phils. Phils had positive week.
Yeah,
last time
the weekend didn't go so well. Okay. They split with Miami.
And they got to beat them.
We kind of called.
They got to beat them.
They always struggle in Miami.
It's like playing the Cardinals in 2004.
Oh, jeez, yeah. I always hated those Cardinals teams.
They got to beat down from the Marlins in Miami.
Yeah, but then they turned it around. They swept Tampa. So that was nice.
Had a solid series against Tampa. How many games are they up? Is it 7? Is it?
I believe it's 8.
It's 8. Okay. Yeah. All right. So
their magic number is now in single digits.
All right.
Which is 9, I assume.
Then
that's the highest single digit.
Then that's we want them to just keep winning.
Yeah. So that's for the NL East. They have the best record in baseball right now.
Okay.
So they have a game and a half or a game on Los Angeles.
For the
Dodgers,
best seed.
And
for
then
the number 1 seed.
Yeah, for the number 1 seed.
Okay.
I think 3.5 or 4 game lead on Milwaukee for the 2 seed.
Okay.
So they're doing pretty well. From
good.
that perspective too. Good. So like we've been saying, they really want to get one of those top 2 seeds so they avoid the wild card round
and just hit with runners in key positions.
And that's what they have been doing. It's been
pitch well. The bullpen needs to do what the bullpen needs to do.
Nobody else can get hurt, though. I mean,
They're banged up.
Yeah.
And I think the coach, Thompson, even acknowledged, like, he said, like, this week, like, yo, we're banged up. So that's not – nobody wants to hear that.
Yeah.
But it's what, the middle of September? You got, like, 6 weeks maybe left, 7 weeks in the baseball season?
Well,
if you make it to the World Series?
Oh, in the World Series. Yeah.
Okay.
The season itself obviously is over at the end of September. But,
right.
Yeah, you've got till first week of November.
Okay.
So you got – a little over 6 weeks, 7 weeks.
All right. So right now, Phillies, we need you to strap in, man. The city's been waiting and anxiously, patiently waiting, and each year they've taken either a step up or the step down.
It's been the step down lately.
All right. I'm not trying to be negative.
I know. We've said that a few times already about the step downs.
They
just need to stay healthy or get healthy, really. You can tell Bryce isn't healthy. He's hitting well, though. He had 3 or 4 hits.
When was his last home run?
August 8th or 9th.
Damn, all right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but he's been hitting otherwise.
Yeah,
he has
yes.
like 18 doubles in that same stretch.
So we still producing.
Trey's been hitting home runs. And
Schwarber has
but then he got hurt the other night. His elbow, I think.
Did Schwarber have a 3 home run game?
That was the weekend before.
That was weekend before?
Yeah,
okay.
All right. Last time. But yeah, they've been hitting clutch. I mean, they won 2 of those 3 games. They won in the last at bat. So they lost in the bottom of the 8th or the bottom of the 9th.
Absolutely.
They scored to win. And the bullpen's been fantastic. Alvarado's been fantastic. They have like 4 guys that have been basically unhittable recently
for the past maybe
Alvarado,
2.5,
Strom,
3 weeks.
Hoffman, and Estevez.
They've
been really good there. So like, if you can get to the 6th inning, we should. Yeah,
we should keep trying to keep doing better when we trash them.
It was like those years where you get to J.C. Romero, you get to the 7th, and they're not coming back. I mean, you have a lead in the 7th,
right?
It's over. I mean, that was how it was in 08 with Romero, Madsen, and Lidge.
No, absolutely.
Right now, like you can get to the 5th, and you have 4 guys that are just going to shut them down.
Solid.
So that's fantastic. That's rounding into form. Yeah, you got to get the hitters healthy.
And no more injuries.
Yeah.
And do your job, Phillies.
Yeah.
Do your job.
So
but something crazy that happened this week. Well, it wasn't crazy. Tampa was getting their what kicked, and they threw at Castellanos.
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
How do you feel about that? Was that like a toddler acting out?
It was.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's
They're frustrated. The season hasn't gone well. Nick Castellanos has a hittable face, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta hate the face.
No, he's hilarious.
No,
he's a funny
is.
Guy.
Yeah, his matter of factness with the after game like
it's
wrap
so
up.
Awkward. It's hilarious to watch.
It is. And he's just giving it to you like it is. Like, come on, man. Don't ask me that question with a straight face. Don't ask me that question.
And I love when his son comes in for the playoffs.
No, absolutely.
Liam gets to watch his dad. Hopefully Rake. He had a great last year. He had a great series against the Braves, but then really after that didn't.
He just completely.
So
we don't want to talk about that. We're not going to bring that.
That
brings up terrible. You don't want to let the people down right now. We trying to. I'm joking.
Like I said, they're rounding into form. I was positive last week. They, the split in Miami wasn't great, but they rounded. True. Came back and their series this weekend against the Mets should be interesting. They got Nola on the hill tomorrow night. So we'll see how it goes.
Just beat them Mets, man. We can't.
Yeah, the Mets have actually passed the Braves for second place in the NL.
Mets been playing good baseball. I don't like to say that, but you got to give them credit when credit is due. They've been doing their job.
Last time I checked, neither of them were in playoff position because the Central has some more teams that are higher. Yeah,
I think you're definitely right about that.
So we might not have either the Mets or the Braves in the postseason. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I haven't really looked at the rest of the schedules to see how hard they are, but
either one of them come to Philly and we're gonna take care of them.
Hopefully.
Come on down.
Yeah, hopefully.
Come on down.
But yeah, it's just crazy with the Braves, and we talked about injuries with the Phillies. I mean, the Braves have been decimated with injuries. So they have a bit of an excuse for their season not going as planned. And they had one of their starters go down recently as well. So, Yeah, it's been really tough for them. It's kind of crazy how they're in the position they're in with how many
injuries they have, and their squad is beat up as it is.
Yeah.
Because most teams don't survive like your whole squad being injured in that way. So we'll definitely see. Go Phillies, go Eagles.
Yep.
We should. What's on board next?
Oh, we want to do the unboxing?
We can. Oh yes,
I got a new jersey.
We do have a new jersey.
Yes,
we can do an unboxing.
All right, let me grab this.
Let me see. He's gonna bring it out. Uh-oh. What do we got in the box? What's in the box? That's too much.
My kids picked out this one tonight.
Oh, snap.
As you might be able to tell why once you see it. But I got the Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks. Oh, man. That is. Guess who it is?
Oh, it's Goldberg. Of course it's Goldberg. I'm not going Conway.
No,
I'm not going Banks.
Oh,
no,
man.
we're going Goldberg.
No, I like
the
that.
The Philly kid.
I like that.
The goaltender. Absolutely.
Definitely clean. I like this.
Yeah. And once again, it was $13 on Temu. You cannot go wrong.
I don't think you can beat that price.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's authentic. You got the D5. I mean, not really authentic, but you know what I mean. It's got the District 5, up there and everything.
Man, this is sick.
All right, I'm gonna throw this on real quick.
Go ahead.
There it is.
Nice.
Goldberg.
Mighty Ducks.
I'm getting ready for hockey season.
Hockey season is around the corner.
We haven't talked about Sixers or Flyers
yet. We're trying to keep that off the table. We're trying to keep that off the table just a little bit.
But this is getting me excited for hockey season.
I feel you.
But yeah, you've got a
what
really
do I got
nice
on
throwback
today?
too.
I got on this is the Pete Rose 1980.
Yes.
So
I love that.
Definitely controversial. We're not going to talk about why.
But speaking of 1980, shout out DC Radio Man on YouTube. He was the one that commented on our post about the Astros jersey I had on.
Nice.
He told us it was 1980.
Okay.
When the Phillies played the Astros in the division series or championship series, I guess it was back then. Because they only had 2 divisions, so they went straight to the NLCS.
Nice.
They wore those jerseys.
Okay.
When they played the Phillies, so he linked a video to that, and he commented on our post. I just want to give a shout out.
Support, man.
Yeah.
Keep giving us the likes.
Absolutely.
Give us some comments. Let us know what you think. I'm feeling the jersey.
Oh yeah, Goldberg, love it. Yes. So we got another new segment. We're going to call it what? What are we calling this one?
I'm going to call it's the MVH, which is the most valuable hater of the week. You can, let me think. To this week, I'm going to go with Fox Sports, Nick Wright.
Oh.
Yes. I feel like he just finds a way to always, no matter what's going on, he just has this, like, these backhanded side comments that he makes about, like, your team. Like this week, I heard him say something about Jalen Hurts that even though the Birds won, like Hurts was turning the ball over. Okay, I get that. No one wants Jalen Hurts to turn the ball over 2-3 times a game. Come on, man. He's stating the obvious, but I know why he's doing it. That's what he gets paid for.
Yeah,
I can't knock it, but he's my MVH of the week.
Yes.
If you can leave me a comment on your most valuable hater of the week, let me know who you think might fit that category. To me, that's a person that's no matter how positive or how you can do terrible or you can do good, they find a way to just get you right and just tell you that, no, this is wrong. No, come on, man. Knock it off.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
And, the old captain of Hot Takes, Skip Bayless, actually, he put out a video during the Eagles game just showing how good the Eagles have been, just talking about how good the Eagles were
Skip.
And how much he hates that he's stuck with Dak for the long term, and thinks Jerry's just running the team into the ground, and so
Jerry's gonna Jerry, man.
Jerry's gonna Jerry.
He's gonna do what he's gonna tell you. This is my team, and I'm gonna spend my money the way I feel like spending my money.
Thank goodness.
So
Jeffrey Lurie. Jeffrey Lurie, he does get involved, but he for the most part he just lets Howie do his thing. And, he only really gets involved with the head coach hires and stuff like that.
Jeffrey's not doing post-game interviews. Jeffrey doesn't have, Jeffrey's not talking to the media like that. If you see Lurie talking, something about to go down and something's not right.
Yeah, he does. He
So,
does his state of the team address every year.
and then he's quiet.
But yeah,
You know?
you don't hear from him. It's good.
That's kind of
really
how
should.
you want your owner to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we're not.
Yeah.
Dallas, do you, man? Do
Yeah,
you?
I know. Just as long as Jerry's alive, he's gonna just do that. He's gonna try to run the team, and like we said recently, that they've been drafting better. So they're listening to the scouts.
True.
But with these deals, they still haven't figured out how to do the cap.
No.
They haven't figured out how to
Make the money move where it's supposed
exactly.
to move.
The Eagles are so good at that.
I agree with that.
You can tell
I agree
based
with
on
that.
how many of their executives get poached every year.
No, that's
You've
true.
got these guys, they're getting pulled into other organizations and higher, in bigger roles. And it's because the Eagles have figured it out. They've figured out how to circumvent this cap, or not circumvent, but to work within the cap.
And make the money
And
move it where it's supposed to go to.
Exactly.
You know,
They're not saddled with these huge contracts. The Wentz one, you thought, oh no, there's no
you
way
thought
they're
there's
getting out of this.
no. All of us, I can't pretend.
Yeah.
Every single one of
And
us
yeah,
were
they
like,
had
yo,
to-
we're buried after this.
Right. They
And
took their
it's-
medicine for that 1 year, the $30 million cap
Yup.
hit. They took their medicine, but
They-
I think that they're the best, and it's really tough. I mean, for Cowboys fans, it's got to be tough watching them trying to figure this out. They're gonna have two guys making a ton of money, and the rest of the team's all gonna be on rookie deals or vet minimums, and it's gonna be
How you gonna fill the roster? What you gonna fill the roster with?
Yeah.
To me, that's what the Eagles are definitely really, really
Yeah.
good at, and have found a way to fill the roster with good players. So we just want to see that keep continuing. Hopefully Dallas keeps doing what they're doing, and we just keep winning games, man.
What I think they're probably doing is they're counting on the cap going up significantly.
So they can just keep spending money.
Yeah, I think they're
Okay.
It went up significantly this year, and I think they're thinking it's going to continue to do that. And
Okay.
so they're I think they're spending with that in mind, thinking this isn't going to come back to hurt us because we're not going to have to be constricted by a lower cap.
Right.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that. I know we just circled back around to football again, but
We
it's
did.
on our minds. it's
it's
big time of year.
It's the weekend. It's
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Football is on.
Yeah.
There's college football. We're probably not going to talk about college football, even though there's some big
I
games
think
this
Penn
week.
State's off this weekend.
Penn State
so,
is off this week.
Yeah, it's
They got the Colorado State game, which
Yeah.
nobody cares about, but they're going to say they're Buffalo fans.
no, it's a fun game. I mean,
It
it's
is.
fun. Coach Prime and Shador and Travis or what's his name, Hunter. They're fun to watch.
They are.
They're not very good, but
No,
and
they're
then
mediocre.
Shador throws his offensive lineman under the bus every week, so that's fun.
They looked amazing week one, and then
Yeah.
Nebraska really, really beat them down last week. So you're
Yeah.
going to see it's a rivalry game, though. Colorado State. So
Yeah.
that's a whole lot of talking. That's
Yeah.
a whole lot of talking.
Yeah.
But
How about Nebraska? Let's talk about Raiola for a minute
all right.
and his cosplay of Patrick Mahomes. Like, is he taking it too far? He's got the number. He's got the the red, the 15.
He
He's
does.
got the bandana. He's
He
got
does.
the hair.
I
He's got
mean-
the shades that he wears. He even I was watching him warm up, and he's walking. He's walking like Mahomes. I'm like, I think he's taking a little too far.
His inner being is taking
Yeah,
over.
exactly.
Oh wow,
If
that's
there's
a
one-
lot. That's a lot.
I mean, if there's one guy that you would want to mimic,
Right. That's
You
not
know.
a bad. That's not a bad role
Yeah, it's
model or
not.
somebody to mimic at
You know,
all. But
you're gonna make scouts or coaches, think about Mahomes. It's gonna subconsciously make you think, oh, this guy's better. Not better, but better than he is.
yeah. No, I know what you mean. I
you
know
know,
exactly
you
what you
just-
mean. He's gonna rise up a draft board
Yeah.
just because of that.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got to back it up a little bit, but yeah, that's going to be something that
He's gonna
enters
have-
into the conversation.
Absolutely.
I remember when Charlie Morton, he was pitching for the Pirates, and
Mhm.
he started doing his windup exactly like Roy Halladay's,
Oh,
and I was like, I mean, I can't fault him if
that's
you're
your
gonna-
mentor,
yeah,
or
yeah.
or that's who
Halladay
you
was
look
the
up
best
to.
pitcher in the world at that point,
True.
and so yeah, if you're going to mimic somebody, mimic the best. And,
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can't go wrong there.
Keep it moving.
All right, so
Keep it moving.
So another new segment we've got.
Let's see. What's the new segment, Wayne?
We're going to call it the podium.
Oh.
So what we're going to do here is we've got a category, and what we're going to do is we're going to draft the best of those. So we're going to do our top 3 in that category.
All right.
And this week's category is game day foods.
Ooh, game day foods.
Yes.
And What, a 1, 2, and a 3?
1, 2, and a 3. So we're just gonna draft back and forth. We're not gonna do a snake or anything. Just you'll have the first pick, I'll have the second pick,
All right.
you third, fourth, fifth, sixth,
Okay.
and so on.
And we want some interactions from
Yeah.
this. Tell us what you like. What's your go-to game day food?
Yeah.
You know, do you like?
Hey, don't say anything.
I know.
You got to pick soon.
All right.
so,
True.
You know, we're not gonna do any spoilers
No,
here.
no spoilers.
No,
No spoilers.
but we're gonna put out a poll. We want you to weigh in. Who had the best draft? What are what's your favorite game day food? You know, interact with us a little bit.
All right.
So,
absolutely.
all right, first pick. Dane's got the first pick overall in the first podium draft.
Game day food and go-to. Ooh, let me think. Buffalo wings.
Wings. That's probably that's definitely the
Buffalo
number one
wings.
ranked.
I want them fried hard. I want
Fried
them crispy.
hard. So you're a crispy guy. Are you a flats guy or are you?
I just need them Jones fried hard.
Okay, you don't care. You're
And
you're with-
and if they're jerk seasoning on them,
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But that's
Yeah,
just
I was
that's
gonna
my
ask what your favorite.
that's one of my go-tos.
So it's jerk.
Mom's makes a mean one, and my
gotta try
wife
those
knows a
sometime.
really sick spot that has them too. So
Okay. All right. Man, the wings. So you like drumsticks and flats?
I do.
Okay.
I do. People say you got to choose one. Nah, man.
No, you don't have to.
You don't
You're
gotta
gonna
choose
get
one.
both whenever you order them. It's not like you ask for
You
them.
can.
can?
I grew up. I know people that
You
will
know
ask.
people that will ask for just flats or just drumsticks. Oh,
I
man.
know a person.
My brother and I were perfect for each other because I like the flats and he likes the drumsticks.
Right.
So we just, whenever we shared wings, we were good with that.
Okay.
All right, number 2 pick.
Like a doodle
mean-
doo.
From the Philly area, I'm gonna have to go cheesesteak.
I knew you were gonna say
You
cheese.
gotta go cheesesteak.
All right.
I know if you're outside the Philly area, you might not have had a good Philly
No,
cheesesteak.
outside of
Don't go to Pat's. Don't go to
I
Geno's.
was gonna say no.
Absolutely
We're not going to any of those places.
No.
I mean, I'll take. No, we're not. I can't even say I'm gonna go. There's nothing wrong with it.
I mean,
I'm just not gonna go. If you
Yeah.
really want a cheesesteak,
yeah, but then like all the celebrities, politicians, they
of
always
course,
go there.
of
'cause
course,
there's
it's
the
on
photo op.
TV. It's
Yeah,
a
exactly.
touristy Philadelphia thing to
Yeah.
say or to do. But if you really want a steak, you know the spot at the spot that you can get.
Yeah, absolutely.
you know,
Just let
where to-
let the tourists go to those places.
you know where to
Yeah,
go.
It's fine. All right, you got the number 3 pick.
Number 3 pick, I'm gonna go with me. Pizza.
Pizza. I like that one.
I go with a pizza.
Solid.
Pizza's never wrong on game
Yeah.
day. I don't think.
Absolutely. Just plain pie, pepperoni.
I
going
like. I can do a pepperoni or I can do a plain. I
Okay.
can do both.
Okay. Are you a tomato pie guy?
I cannot, yo.
Oh.
Philadelphia loves the tomato pie, yo. I cannot do a tomato
Oh
pie. I'm probably
my
gonna get beat up.
Gosh, you are
I
gonna get
can't
beat
do
up.
a tomato pie, yo. What's with the tomato pie, man?
I love it. I will eat a whole tomato pie.
I bet you will.
I will. I have a Corporalese shirt.
Oh my God! Yeah,
Really.
you see, but
Shout
that's
out
why we get
Corporalese
along.
Bakery. Best tomato pie in the area. I got a shirt. I wear it everywhere. Repping Corporalese.
Hey, listen, I'll never forget the first time somebody brought a tomato pie around, and I was like, okay, this is all right.
And then you picked it up and it was cold. And you're like,
Well,
what is this?
Well, that blew my mind. You see? Look, he even said it. See? I'm not the only one. Leave me a comment about the tomato pie, man,
gosh.
please. We got to get to the bottom of this.
I'm a cold pizza guy. So
All right.
like on a Saturday after you get your pizza Friday night and you
Yeah.
got some left over in the fridge, Saturday morning, late morning. You're not eating that for real breakfast, but like right before lunch, you pick out the cold pizza.
All right. I hear you.
Okay. All right,
What's your?
man.
Hey, listen, man. I got my thing, and
Yeah, that's fine.
And what's your
With
number?
my 4th pick.
Yeah, go ahead.
With my 4th pick.
You select.
Oh man. I love myself a primo hoagie. I get the turkey Diablo. I do this for every opener. Like the day of the opening game, I always get a turkey
Diablo.
Yep. Nice.
Solid.
It's got some heat to it. Primo makes a great hoagie.
Primo does make a mean hoagie.
My kids have gotten really into hoagies lately. Like my son will, he doesn't eat a ton. He's a little picky, but you put a hoagie in front of him, he's finished that thing in like 2 minutes. So yeah, hoagie.
Hoagie for you. I can only get one, right? For my next choice, because I have two. No, I can only get one.
We can do honorable mentions
Wayne's
later.
like,
if
no
you
honorable
want.
mention, man. Just
Oh,
pick
man.
one. All right, my next one is
No, fourth place doesn't get a medal. No.
some nachos. My wife makes some mean nachos.
Nachos.
And I gotta shout her out. I gotta make sure she knows that she makes some mean nachos. Nachos is my choice.
Man, now I gotta go a different direction.
You can go
You
any
got me.
direction. You can not.
No, you took the nachos. I was going that direction, and I didn't have a backup. You're always supposed to have a backup when you're drafting.
You didn't have a backup.
I didn't
you
have a
gotta have a
backup.
backup.
Oh man, now I'm floundering here.
Man, you're stuck.
Oh my gosh.
You want me to give you a alley-oop?
I can't say this.
Why not?
I'm gonna get so much flack for
What are
this.
you gonna get for it? Don't say.
Sometimes we do a nice little charcuterie board.
Oh, you know what?
We do some meats, we do some cheeses, we do some crackers.
They're not doing that on game day.
But I do. It's a Sunday thing in my house.
Hey, listen.
I'm gonna get It's
Yo,
okay. I'll take it.
I'm not
I
mad
will
at you
take
because
it.
I know what you mean by that. I'm not picking that, but I've seen them. Okay.
My wife's like, hey, let's cut up some of this meat.
I've
Let's cut up
seen
some of
'em.
this cheese. Let's
Hey.
apples.
I've
Apples,
seen 'em.
grapes on the board.
Listen.
Hey, you took nachos, so I had to go
No.
to something else that I have eaten on game days, and that was it.
All right. So
we do that quite often on Sundays.
Hey,
So-
man, listen.
Hey,
I've
what's your
s-
okay? I'll give you an honorable mention. I want to hear what your fourth one
My
was.
fourth one, I was gonna go with the 7-layer dip. I was gonna go with the pretzel.
Okay.
Pretzel's
Yeah.
always
You had-
solid.
you
I
had
was
some
gonna go
great-
with the jalapeno poppers.
Cheese.
I was gonna go with
I
the
could have gone with any of these.
cheeseburger sliders. You know what I'm saying? The ribs and anything with jerk seasoning on it. You know what I'm saying? You Jamaican me crazy.
Jamaican
Anything with jerk seasoning on it.
Yeah, I need to get some of this stuff from your mom's wings,
Listen,
man.
Nolene, my mom's, shout her out. She can throw down. My whole family can throw down when it comes to the kitchen. My wife will tell you I can't, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm learning.
Didn't get that gene.
What Jamaican can't cook? You're not Jamaican. Yeah. Let me stop. All right.
Oh yeah, let us know what you think. We're gonna put a poll up. I'm gonna lose because I picked charcuterie
Yeah, we
board
cannot.
as
There's
my
no
third one.
charcuterie boards
Oh, yeah.
on game day.
Hey.
But I get it.
My charcuterie lovers,
I get it.
Come on.
I get it. I get
back
it.
me up on this. Back me
Leave a
up.
comment about the charcuterie board. Did I say it? That's enough.
Oh,
we gotta edit that out. I
no,
didn't
we're
say
not
that.
editing that out.
I know. I wanted
We're not-
to.
No. Oh, you had to get one in. You had to get one in before the end of the episode.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
My bad.
Very
My
good.
bad.
All right. So we got some good stuff coming on social media like we always do. And so look out for that. Appreciate you checking in with us. and
Absolutely,
watching.
man. We love that the
Yeah.
content and the feedback has been positive. You know, if you want to leave something negative, leave something negative.
Yeah. I'm
Tell
sure
me
I'm gonna
something I need to work
I'm
on.
gonna be getting some of that. I know.
With the
I feel
charcuterie
it.
board.
The charcuterie board is gonna. Yeah.
Nope.
Before-
That is not a game day
I'm not
special.
gonna live that down. I can't believe I said it. See, I was trying to stop myself.
No, man.
you're
you
like,
said
"No,
it.
go ahead."
You said it.
Yeah,
It's
I did.
recorded.
I said
And
it.
we're not taking it out.
Oh man.
Yo.
Yeah.
All
All right.
Y'all have a good night,
Yep.
afternoon, evening, morning.
Whenever you're watching.
Dane and
this,
Wayne.
Wherever you are.
Thank you.